All right, gentlemen, good evening. Welcome to a brief introduction live to M2000. So, once you load the software M2000 or iManager for LTE, this is the first screen you'll see. Let's just quickly go through the features of this screen. I'll be quick as possible to avoid the video from being too large to upload. So, on this screen, we can see the main topology. If you double click on the main topology, it will take you to a screen that shows the high level network with the LTE network. If you click on LTE Inode B, this red one at the right hand, to take you and show you an overview of all the base stations on the network. You can see the icons representing the site, and it shows the site ID as well. If you want to find a particular site, you just click Ctrl F on your keyboard and you type the site ID, maybe 100. Then you click on search and to bring out all IDs with 100. Okay, let's just pick one. This is HT SWLA 100. You click on locate to find it in the topology and it takes you right here. You can see it. This is it. Alright, if you right click on this site, you can go and do a lot of things. Of interest to us here is being able to view the correct alarms, being able to carry out some commands with the MML command, or being able to check the device interface of the site. Hey, how you doing? So if you look at the right hand corner on this screen, you can see four different colors. The first one is red. This shows us all the critical alarms in various sites on the network. The other one is orange. It shows us all the major alarms in various sites in the network. The other one is yellow. It shows us all the minor alarms in various sites on the network. And the last one is blue. It shows us all the warning alarms in various sites in the network. So you can see the numbers. There are a total of 34 critical alarms at the moment, 42 major alarms at the moment, 40 minor alarms, and 8 warning alarms. Okay, so if you go to critical alarms and you click on any of them, for example, you can see the details. This one is saying, for example, it's an AC power alarm, which means that there is a power issue on site. Either once NEPA took light, this alarm comes up. Once one NEPA takes light, this alarm comes up. They put on a generator, it clears. Also, if there's an issue with the UPEU on the BBU, this alarm will also show. If the site is completely down to power, this alarm will show as well. Okay, if you scroll down, we can see more details here. You can see that it's actually pointing to the UPEU, the board type. Okay, what happened just now is a new alarm just came up. Okay, can you see this one? It's not yet highlighted. If you click on it now, it's at this site 727. Okay, and it's pointing to what the UPEU. So it's saying that okay, there's a power issue on site. So what the operators will do is to just call the people in charge of the site to go and find out what's going on, either to turn on the generator, or if there's a issue with the rectifier, or the issue with the, you can see that's cleared on its own, that disappeared, is no longer there. So that means as NEPA took light, most likely the generator came on and the alarm has cleared on its own. Okay, so that's pretty much what happens with M2000. Used to monitor the network as well as use it to troubleshoot. Okay, so hi, how you doing? So let's look at some major alarms. You can see this one over here. It says rectifier fault. Okay, if you scroll a little bit, you can see it's pointing to the UPEU over here. So it's just, this one is most likely also related to the AC alarm. There is a problem from the rectifier fault. So the UPA is reporting it's not getting power. You can see BBU fan not at full speed, and the board type is pointing to the BBU fan. Can you see that? There are three fans on the BBU board, on the fan board in the BBU. Actually, this one means that maybe they are not all running at the same speed, so that's a problem. So what we will just simply do is to service the fan or change it completely. Uh, okay, so we are seeing a lot of rectifier issues here. These are power issues, and if we go back to the critical alarms, you can see a lot of any disconnected. Any stands for network element, and if we scroll to see more details, okay, a lot of jargons are there, but the NE is actually the BBU itself. So most likely all these sites are completely down. Okay. Um, all right. So let's see some minor alarms as well. You can see performance threshold default alarm. Okay. You can see door alarm. These are just minor alarms. You can see GPS antenna fault, which is saying that the antenna is short circuited. So remember, the GPS connects to the UMPT board for the LTE. As you can see here, UMPT board for the LTE, and the GPS is responsible for tracking down the UEs, okay, the user equipment, their location, to know where how to do handovers and monitor their mobility. So at this site is actually a trial site, as you can see. So it's probably ignored because it's on trial. So on that side, there's a GPS fault, and the antenna is short circuited. That means there's a bridge in the cable. The antenna, the GPS is not actually on the tower, and there's a cable running down to the UMPT board where it plugs into the GPS port. So the cable has been short circuited somewhere. It could be due to water or anything. So what we'll simply do is just troubleshoot where that happened. Maybe change the cable, change the clock signal cable, and stuff like that. Look at this time synchronization failure, which I talked about some time ago. That's also related to the GPS as well. Um, I'm looking for some other ones that we've dispersed. Okay, let me go back to major alarms. I'm looking for cell unavailable. Okay, look at this one that we discussed as well. BBU optical module transmit receive fault. Yeah, so this one is actually pointing to the LBBP, in this case UBBP, which stands for, remember, LTE advanced. So it's saying that there's an optical model issue with the LBBP board, and like we discussed, three things might be involved. It could be that, or four things rather. It could be that the SFP module on the board is faulty, or the SFP module on the RRE is faulty, or the fiber cable between these two channels is faulty, or the LBB board itself is faulty. Look at this alarm here as well. It says RF units VSW threshold crossed. Remember the VSW alarm we talked about, which points to the RRU. Okay, remember there are four cables from the RRU to the antenna. Each cable is a jumper cable, and they represent the channels, either A, B, C, D, or 0, 1, 2, 3. Whenever the VSWR is crossed, threshold is crossed, this alarm comes out, and what we simply do is to change the cable for that channel. Okay, so this is how we know where the channel is. It's saying that it's slot 0, channel number 1. Okay, channel number 1 is channel B. Okay, good evening, sir. Yes, sir, I'm fine. So this is channel B on that sector. Okay, so it's pointing to slot 0, channel number 1, okay, which is channel B. Okay, but this doesn't really tell us which sector until we log into MML command line interface, which I'll do in some other video. Then you will know which sector you are working on. Alright, so if we scroll down again, I'm looking for cell unavailable alarm. Okay, see one cell unavailable alarm here. Alright, and it's pointing to, yeah, okay, specific problem, the RF module is abnormal. So this cell is saying cell ID is 1. So that's sector 1. Okay, can you see it? It's telling us that sector 1 is unavailable for this site. All right, and that could be due to some other issues. Could be that the there's a problem. It could be from any of these ones: BBU, optical module failure, RF unit maintenance leak failure. Generally, that sector we just troubleshoot. Okay, from the LVB board, we troubleshoot the cable, the fiber cable. We troubleshoot the board itself. We troubleshoot the optical modules, SFP modules. We troubleshoot power to the RRU, and along the line we'll find out what's wrong. Okay, so that's pretty much it. Warning alarms are just things that's really just warning. We usually ignore them, but at some point they can also escalate and become minor, major, or critical. If you look at this one, interboard CAN bus communication failure, this one is pointing to the BBU fan. You can see this here, it's pointing to the fan. Actually, the intercam bus is the back plane. Remember, the back plane on the BBU connects all boards together. So it's now saying here that there's a failure between the fan and the back plane. So the fan is not properly communicating with the back plane of the BBU. One other thing you need to know, like I discussed, is if you click on any alarm, in this page here, you will see reasons and advice when troubleshooting. So you can click on it to browse and see more details about that alarm, okay? And you can study it to tell you things about what the alarm means, what are the possible causes of the alarm, and stuff like that. Okay, something is going wrong with my screen at the moment, so I'll do that later. Okay, so let's go back to the, let's close all this. Let's go back to the main topology. Maybe I should just cut the video here. So that was fast anyway. Just try and play it back and listen and play it back and listen. I'm actually still in the office in the canteen, so there's a little bit of people coming in and going out. So sorry for your distraction, and I'll upload this, okay? And hope you enjoy it. Thank you.